Hey, good day, everybody. How you doing on this Wisdom Wednesday in May 2011? Boy, a little cold. I'm here home in Lake Tahoe, California, and it's a chilly, chilly morning. I'm out in my little back room here that's not heated, and I'll tell you what, it's a lovely, beautiful day, although I'm feeling a little stiff and sore because, boy, did I work my tail off yesterday. Just got home on Sunday, been here for only a couple of days. Did a little bit of work around here on Monday, but I kicked butt yesterday and did nothing but just getting this yard and everything cleaned up. I got a really big yard, and I'm a little stiff and sore today. So forgive me about being slow. My mind and my body are connected, and when my body's slow, my mind's a little bit slow. But I want to say welcome to all of you network marketers, all of you Swiss Gold Global network marketers, whatever other network marketing operation that you're in, ACN, Legal Shield, Libri, what's that other stuff called? I don't know. I think there's one called Veo. I haven't looked in that. I've been seeing a lot of cars with that on there, but there's all kinds of network marketing organizations that you could possibly in. And welcome those of you who are already in a network marketing organization. And most of all, welcome to all of you who are thinking about potentially joining into a network marketing organization, or for that matter, if you're just thinking about, you need something in your life, something that you got to do something differently to start earning some more money, to make a change in your life because you want a better life, you want to do things differently than what you've always been doing, that you want your life to change and be better. And you know what? Network marketing is a great avenue for that. Because you know what? Did you know that after you take out all the time you spend sleeping and all the time you spend commuting to work and all the time you spend actually at work working, and then all the time you spend running around doing all those things that have to get done just for this life to go on, that at the end of the day, most people have like 1, maybe 2 hours for themselves to do the kind of things that they like to do. And even if they had more time, you think they have the money? Well, we have found a way for you to own your life again by starting a home-based business that is so simple that anyone can do it. It doesn't involve any selling, and the best part of all, it doesn't take very much of your time. Yeah, I don't suppose you know anybody who'd be interested in something like that, would you? There you go. That's your job right there, is to get that message out to friends, family, people you know. That's it. That's a powerful message. It says a lot. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today. Whew. Yeah, it's chilly. Chilly, chilly. There's frost on the ground. And I don't know, I didn't look at the temperature, but I'm guessing it's probably um, high 30s out there right now. It's warming up pretty quickly, but it felt good in the sun when I was standing out there. But so today's show here, I wanted to talk about fill a job or create a job, because I was just posting on Craigslist, creating a job for someone. It would be only a part-time job because, well, it might actually be a full-time job. I don't know. Like I said, I busted my tail out there in the yard yesterday, and there's a lot of work to do. So maybe it would be a full-time job, but I advertised it out as a part-time job. And so the title, Fill a Job or Create a Job, what are you capable of? That's what network marketing gives you the ability to do. See, I'm creating a job for someone because there's too much yard work out there. I'm not here at my home in Tahoe 100% of the time anymore. And trust me when I tell you, there's always something falling out of the sky or the trees that has to be cleaned up. There's things that are growing in places that we don't want them growing that continually have to be removed. Just keeping up with this yard is almost a full-time job in and of itself, let alone, the extra projects that we need to get done around here. So being in a position now where I'm not a person who's filling a job, I can actually create a job. See, for the vast majority of people who can only fill a job, they find themselves in a position where every other thing that has to be done in this life just for them to survive and get by and live day to day, all has to be done 100% by them. So you've got, 8 hours of your day that goes to your job, and let's just say another hour tacked onto that, maybe a half hour lunch, 9 hours, 10 hours of your day goes to your job. 8 hours of your day goes to sleeping. That's 18 hours out of 24. That only leaves 6 hours. And all these things have to get done. I mean, we're talking about things like, getting the dishes done, doing the laundry, going to, shopping at the store for food, mowing the lawn, washing the cars, keeping things upkeep, painting things, staining things, whatever, maintaining, decks and patio areas, just like I said, cleaning up all the stuff that falls out of the trees. What else? Paying the bills, doing your banking, all of these things, shopping for the kid, taking the kids to do the things that they have to do, running them around to their things, all of these things you have to do. When you fill a job, you can't afford to pay somebody to do any of this stuff, so you have to do it. And that's where joining a network marketing organization and building up an income that can far exceed, the kind of an income that you can earn at any job gives you then the ability to be able to create some jobs by subbing out some of this work that has to get done every day that maybe you don't really like doing. I mean, I don't know about a lot of people that like doing the dishes and laundry and cleaning the house and mowing the, some people love mowing the lawn. Some people love cleaning the house, but they're not that many. For most of them, that's chores and work that, just nobody wants to do. It has to get done. They end up doing it, but they really don't want to do it. And you find that a lot of it gets pushed off. I mean, you want to see evidence of this, just go drive around. I mean, we're not even talking about looking at the inside of people's houses. Just go driving around some neighborhoods and look at houses and look at the yards and look at the houses themselves and look at the cars and look at whatever else they got going on there. And you'll see far more properties, far more houses that are, disheveled and disarray, run down even, then you will see houses that are in really, really nice shape. Now, obviously, when you go into, and you can tell when you go into a neighborhood where, people might have higher paying jobs, they're filling a higher paying job, and they're able to pay these folks. But I'll bet you in probably 80% of the cases, if you were to be able to go behind the scenes and look at these folks' financial situation, that they don't have to do the lawn, they don't have to do the lawn themselves because they're paying somebody. They got somebody who's cleaning the house for them. They're still probably doing a lot of these things on their own, but they've got some people doing some of them for them. Mostly landscape and house cleaning. Those are the two big ones right there. However, they still have to do their own banking and shopping and cooking and doing their own dishes and working on their own cars and washing their cars and all of those things. And you would probably look at, by the fact that they're paying these other two folks, that they're really not as well off as you might think they are. And what I mean by as well off is I mean, having reserve money, in case something was to happen, savings, investments, passive income, all of those things. Most of these people don't have that stuff. They're out there filling their job that pays them a lot more than a lot of people does, that gives them the ability to pay for some help. But for the most part, the more money that we earn, the more money we spend. And which is why these people live in more expensive houses. They drive more expensive cars. They've got bigger television sets. All of these things, because the money that they earn, they're just spending it just as fast as you are you know, or just as fast as the guy who earns, you know, $25,000-$30,000 a year. The guy who earns $80,000 a year, he's spending his money just as fast as the other guy is. He's just spending it on more expensive stuff. So, oh, sorry about that. You know, it's funny. If you were to give a man, and I don't care, like I said, if they're a $25,000-$30,000 a year family, or a $60,000-$80,000 a year family, or even $150,000 a year family, if you were to give someone in any one of these families $100 bill, you say, "Hey, Joe, I want to give you $100. It's yours. Do whatever you want with it. You never have to pay me back. Don't worry about it. I got $100 here. I just want to give it to you." Their mind will immediately, in 90% of the cases, their mind will immediately go to thinking about how they can spend that $100 bill. In 10%, or maybe even less, will they be thinking, where can I apply this $100 bill that I can use it to invest in, to build my future with? What can I do? How can this $100 bill help me in the long run, not just help me tomorrow? And by the end of the day, the 90%, that $100 bill will be spent. Now, it may not be spent physically. They might still have it in their pocket, but by the end of tomorrow, it'll be gone. They'll know exactly what they're going to be spending it on by the end of the day. And they'll be all excited thinking about it all day long. Oh, what can I spend? What can I buy? What can I spend? What can I buy? You know, and that's the way the mind works for most of us. That's the way that we've been conditioned to think in this world. So when you join a network marketing organization and you talk about, you know, in Swiss Go Global, we talk about, you know, there's a learning period. There's a period of time where we talk about you going back to school, right? You go back to school for 6 months to learn this business and learn how to do this business, right? Do it the right way and be successful. And the good news is you get to earn money along the way while you're doing it. Okay, you don't have to pay for this school. This school is paying you. But let's just say 6 months down the road, you could be earning an extra $1,000 a month, maybe even $2,000 a month. Okay, let's call it $2,000 a month. At the end of 6 months, you're earning an extra $2,000 a month. Now, I just got your mind spinning. I know I did, because you're thinking right now, if I had an extra $2,000 a month, your mind just went to work. What could I be spending that on? How could I spend that money? Right? That's a very debilitating thing. The mind process needs to be worked on in most everybody, in not just this country, but in the world. And that goes for, you know, thinking about your future, your investing, and how can you take the extra money that you have and work it for good, work it for long term. Do you know how many people are going to retire? You know, there's already a term that's being coined. It's big in Europe already. I forget what it is right now. I think I want to call it pre-retirement. And basically what it is the people that are, you know, able to work less, but still have to work come retirement age. And we call that semi-retirement here. I want to say pre-retirement doesn't seem, maybe it was pre-retirement, but it's really, really huge, talking about how many people that are like age 50 who think that they're going to be retiring at 63, 65. The majority of them say they anticipate that they will still be working beyond age 63, 65. The majority. And they're conditioning this term for the younger generations to get used to this fact that you're never going to retire. You're going to be working until the day you die in your job or your career, because that's just how it is. And it's because we've been conditioned to spend everything that we have. It's not difficult. The savings habit is difficult. Most people in this world, because credit has made money so easy to have access to get all the things that I want right now. I don't have to have money. I don't have to save up $500 to get that TV. I can just put it on credit and I can be watching it tomorrow. And I'll pay it off over time with interest. And the whole thing will end up costing me eventually $1,000 for a $500 TV because I'm paying, 30% interest. I don't know, maybe it'll end up costing $1,500 by the time you pay it off, But if people would go back to the habit of saving, something that we used to do long ago. I remember it was a big, big thing. Your parents would tell you, if you want something, you have to save up for it. Not anymore. That's not the way it is anymore. So when you're earning an extra $2,000 a month, 6 months from now, what are you going to be spending your money on, right? Your mind's working on it right now. You're thinking about it. Man, what can I be spending my money on? What can I spend that extra $2,000 a month on? Oh my gosh. Now, if you're earning extra $2,000 a month 6 months from now, you're probably still working your job, right? And you're doing your home-based business, your network marketing business, but it's bringing in an extra $2,000 a month, which is sweet. Because now you've already probably traded in your old beater for a brand new car that increased the payment on, and you pretty much have probably already spent that $2,000 a month in just upgrading your life. But what if you didn't? What if you were just, for the first 6 months, you didn't spend any of the money that came in? You saved it all up. Maybe you've got about, I don't know, maybe you've got $5,000 now saved up. That's not a lot of money, but you got $5,000 saved up. You haven't taken any of the money that you've earned so far, and you've got $2,000 a month coming in. Don't you think maybe you could say, hey, maybe I could take this $2,000 a month and I could pay somebody to come into my house twice a week, maybe $100 a pop, $200 a week. What's that? 4 weeks. That's $800. I could pay somebody $800 to come in here and clean my house for me. So that would free up maybe, my gosh, what? Maybe 8 hours of your time, 10 hours of your time. I mean, if they were able to clean the house, wash the dishes, and do the laundry for you, and you didn't have to do any of that, how much time would that really free up in a month? It would probably free up quite a few hours. Those could be additional hours that you could now focus on your business, on your network marketing business, to build it and grow it faster and stronger, so that your $2,000 a month can become $4,000 a month. And then when you got $4,000 a month, you can say, okay, now I can afford to, and you still had an extra $1,000 a month there. That extra $1,000 a month there, plus $5,000 in savings. Maybe you put that $5,000 a month in. It takes you another 6 months. Now you're at $4,000 a month. You put another $5,000 a month, $6,000. You got $11,000 in savings. Hey, maybe $11,000 is something you can do something with. You could invest in something to maybe bring in a little bit of more passive income, money coming in with you having to work for it. That would be a pretty awesome thing right there. So my point being, today's show here, fill a job or create a job. All right. If you're filling a job, you're the one who's probably having to do all the things in this life that are required just for you to live day-to-day life. And then, when you take that into consideration, as we said in the 45-second presentation that I opened with, by the end of the day, you probably have like maybe 2 hours to yourself to do the things that you like to do, which most people, because like I said, drive around the neighborhoods and look at the condition of their properties, most people spend that 2 hours sitting on the couch watching TV, drinking a beer, instead of being out there mowing the lawn and doing the things that need to get done. So being able to earn your way up and continue living at the lifestyle level that you're at now for a period of time. We know you want a better life. You've lived this life the way you're living it right now for how many years now? Is really 2 or 3 more going to make that much of a difference to you? Continue living your current lifestyle for 2, maybe 3 more years, and then you can turn around and live the lifestyle that you desire right now, whatever it is that you want. Use the money that you're earning over that 2 or 3 year period to free up your time and enhance your life by taking all of the things that you don't like doing off your plate or don't have time to be doing off your plate. Work on building your business with that time freedom. Save your money so that you can make some investments that can help improve. You can create some other streams of passive income that can help improve and help you live that lifestyle that you really want to do. And maybe 2, 3 years down the road, you could be vacationing 6 months out of the year. How would that feel? Hey guys, fill a job or create a job. What are you capable of? What do you want to be capable of? You want to be capable of creating jobs. You want to be able to pay somebody to do your housework. You want to be able to pay somebody to do your yard work. You want to be able to pay somebody to work on your vehicles and change your oil and wash them and clean them. You want to be able to pay somebody to, hey, do your shopping for you, pay your bills, do your banking, all of those things, whatever it is, everything. You want to be in a position where you can pay somebody else to do all that crap and still have the money left over to be able to do the things that you like to do. Imagine that. What do you even like to do? Do you remember? Hey guys, that's it. Great show today. Thanks for being here. I hope you got something really good out of this. And I'm going to end with, like we always do, with the Napoleon Hill prayer, which says, "Oh universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom, with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire. Make it a great Wisdom Wednesday. We'll see you back here on Freedom Friday. I apologize for not being here on New Op Day because my computer went down and had to go in the shop. So we'll be back next New Op Day, though. Until then, and until Friday, make it a great one.